You're listening to a special AI-powered training session generated based on my original research and training documents. While the voices you are about to hear are AI-generated, the insights come directly from my verified material.
Welcome to the Epoch Zero Show. Today we are unpacking Module 1.4, Intelligence and Rationality. So we have to start with the big question. What is intelligence? A philosopher can give you a dozen answers, but an engineer can't afford that kind of luxury. For leaders, for the people actually building these systems, a vague answer is a liability. Your primary job is to move from the common idea of smart to an engineering-grade definition. This isn't just theory. It is a requirement for building anything that works. To get that precision, we won't settle on one single definition. Instead, we use a framework, a set of 3 different analytical lenses. Each one gives us a unique way to look at an intelligent system. First up is the capability-based lens. This is pretty straightforward. It defines intelligence as just pure competence, but across a wide range of tasks. Think about it. A chess program is brilliant at exactly one thing. We call that narrow intelligence. General intelligence, through this lens, is about performing well across a huge variety of challenges. The focus here is breadth. Our second lens is all about learning. This view says intelligence isn't just about what a system knows. It's about its ability to learn and adapt. And the real key here is generalization. A system that just memorizes data isn't intelligent. No. The one that can take what it's learned and apply it to brand new situations, that's the one we care about. This is a dynamic view of intelligence. And the third lens is goal-directed. Here, intelligence is simply the ability to achieve objectives. This definition is all about agency, about planning, about adapting to hit a target. It's less concerned with how many things a system can do, and much more concerned with how effectively it can act in the world to achieve its goal. It's all about effective action. So, we have 3 different ways to measure this. What can it do? How well does it learn? And how effectively does it achieve a goal? Now, these aren't competing ideas. They are your analytical toolkit. Your job as a leader is to know which lens to apply to which problem. That third lens, the goal-directed one, well, that's been formalized into a real engineering model. We call it the Rational Agent Blueprint. It's how we go from the idea of goal-seeking to actually building it. And the formal definition here is absolutely critical. A rational agent is an entity that acts to maximize its expected utility, given its current knowledge. You see, it's a system designed for optimal action, not perfect knowledge. The agent just does the best it can with what it knows right now. This agent runs on a constant 4-part loop. It perceives the world through its sensors, it updates its internal beliefs about how the world works, it considers all of its possible actions, and then it chooses the single one that maximizes its utility. Perceive, believe, act, decide. That is the loop. Now, of these 4 parts, one is your job, the strategic one, the utility function. This function is just the mathematical definition of what is good for the agent. As a leader, defining this function is your most critical task. Everything else is just execution. Okay, so we move from these clean theoretical models to the messy reality of production. And this is where so many good projects fall apart. It's the gap between capability and reliability. Capability is what a system can do in the lab, on a clean benchmark. Reliability is how often it actually works out in the wild, under real deployment conditions where the data is messy and the user inputs are vague. Capability is a benchmark. Reliability is the business. Let's make this real. In a controlled test, GPT-4 is an incredibly capable coding assistant. But when you put it up against ambiguous user requests, a very common real-world problem, its failure rate can jump to around 20%. That is the capability-reliability gap right there. You have to internalize this. High capability does not guarantee high reliability. This brings us to our final technical point, and it's one that deconstructs the myth of a single universal intelligence scale. The idea of a general IQ score for a machine, it's just a fundamental misunderstanding of how this works. Look at AlphaGo in GPT-4. AlphaGo is superhumanly intelligent, but only within the world of the game Go. It is completely useless at writing an email. GPT-4 is brilliant at a huge range of text-based tasks, but it has zero ability to play Go. Their intelligence is entirely relative. So the core principle is this: a system is intelligent only relative to a specific distribution of tasks. Without that context, the word intelligence is meaningless. All right, so we've covered the lenses of intelligence, the rational agent blueprint, the gap between the lab and the real world, and the relativity of tasks. So what does this all mean for you as a leader? How do you turn this into action? Your mandate is clear. First, you have to precisely define the task distribution your system will live in. Second, you must carefully specify the utility function that defines what winning looks like. And third, you have to measure for reliability in the real world, not just capability in the lab. That is the work. So I'll leave you with the one question you need to ask your team and yourself every single day. Is your system just capable, or is it reliable?